THK, yeah, we do it our way. Homestead dreams with a little sass way. It's the homesteading contest. Come on, take a peek. THK.
You like giving them treats?
Yeah. Hey, some flowers. My name called me Ayden.
He's
Do you think you're mad at me?
You go tell them I got mad at you. Why I get mad at you?
Because you want me to eat the chair.
I what? Oh, I want you to eat at the table?
Yeah.
Why I want you to eat at the table? Cause what?
Because you tell me
I know, and that's why you think I'm mad at you, because I told you to eat at the table. Oh, you gonna get the treats off the floor and stop telling on me?
Yeah.
Go get the treats. I mean, out the ground. We gotta put them back up. So he mad because I want him to start eating at the table because he been making a mess everywhere. So he can just get over it.
Why is he?
Well, you told on me, so I have to tell my part.
Yeah, because you don't want me.
It be your old people. It be your old people.
You want me to eat.
Don't let the chicken in. Shut up. So, if you clicked on this video, it's because you're thinking about homesteading from a rental property, or you're thinking about gardening from a rental property, and you're wondering, how do you do these things without having your own land? So, first of all, homesteading, you can homestead from anywhere. Homesteading is a lifestyle, not a destination. It's not a location. It's just who you are, and you being intentional of the things that you do and the things that you consume. So that's homesteading. And it's just making uses of everything. And homesteading, what looks like it to you may look different for me and for the next person and the next person. That's the beauty about this lifestyle. So, you're going to hear chickens all running in the background. You're going to hear one person, my grandson, running everywhere, being just a young boy. You're going to hear all this in the background. So, just excuse that right off the bat. Now, this is my fly be gone spray. You know, when you're outside in the outdoors, you get flies. And I made this like concoction. It's like water, peppermint, oil, eucalyptus, and a dab of lavender. And I like to spray it like in the area. And it keeps like the flies at bay for the most part. Once the scent go away, they come back and I just respray. So this is a part of my gardening section right here. This is where like I start to plant my starts, and I pretty much play in dirt. That is a planter, that truck right there, and that's raised bed number 1 over there. Two I already got ready for fall. I got this mesh so like my chickens won't go in and mess it up. I got some bok choy planted, some collards, and some mustard greens. Like I got these little signs here so I can remember what I planted. This is raised bed number 3. It's got my zinnias in it. I also planted some teddy bear sunflowers recently, and some beans. I need to come out here and water. So over here is Born and Bougie. That is my chicken run. That's where the girls play when I don't let them out to roam the yard. And this is their coop that they lay the eggs. Over here is my cantaloupe patch. This is the only thing that's in the ground, and it wasn't planted by me. This was a accidental garden right here that I'm embracing. On a previous video, I talked about it. I do compost. I do give my chickens seeds to eat sometimes from our food. And I'm thinking that's how it happened. So it's looking good. I got 2 right there. And there's another one way over there. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, it's over there and I'm embracing it. So this, you know, we got a pretty big yard. Over here, I have never done anything with it. Just a place for Ayden to run and be Ayden. And then also the chickens go over there and they look for bugs and they look for worms and all, scratch and just be chickens. They got all that leg room. And here's the other side, as you can see. And yeah, so like I said, and I got this arch recently. We put it up, and I can't wait till my beans trellis over it. So in the wintertime, you really can't grow too much of the tomatoes and stuff like that. So I'm just focusing on the leafy greens and things like that. We like to plant that in the wintertime because in the summertime, bugs like to eat cabbage, bok choy, and spinaches and lettuces and things like that. I'm gonna end up digging that bed up and filling it up with dirt. It was filled up with dirt. Now, how did it get to this level when it was filled up with dirt? It's called Four Hens. The story of the Four Hens. Daisy Dukes, Derriere, Winnie, and Tess. They came, they just bathed, but since I have put straw in here, they have not been in the beds. But I won't count it until, because then they may start doing it. But yeah, that pretty much keeps them out the beds right now. I really put the straw in the bed for mulch to help my water stay, just trying to keep the water in the beds because this Texas heat, y'all, it is not for the weak. And it's been a battle between trying to keep the heat and my plants alive. I'm talking to the sunflowers. So one of my new additions to my homestead is my rain barrel, the rain catcher. And this is by Vivor, not sponsored. I'm going to end up putting it over here on this side. Yes, sir. Y'all, let me pause and see what Ayden wants. Okay, Ayden's good now. But I'm going to end up putting like this rain thing over here in this corner because the rain comes off the roof and that's where I get most of the water. I've been watching the weather. We're not expecting any rain anytime soon, so I'm not in an urgency to put it out there yet. Now, some other things you can do on your homestead, or if you don't want to call it a homestead, just living this intentional life with sunflowers. I had to make another recording because my camera overheated outside when I was recording. But what I was trying to say is that you can do like gardening from grow bags. I have done grow bags before. You can make mini greenhouses out of milk gallons. Also, you can, do the raised beds like I have. They have the on-ground raised beds. They have the kind on the stands. So if you have like bad knees or bad back, or if you're just thinking about the future and know that you probably won't be able to, bend down that low, then that's something that you could do. Some people never have an in-ground garden, so just got to decide what you want to do, how you want to grow things, what you want to grow, and then just get started. Put some seed in the dirt. Now, like I was saying, you can garden from inside of your apartment with no balcony. You can hydroponic. You can do those type of gardening. Or you can simply put stuff in your windowsill. There's many of ways to be able to grow your own food from any space, from any type of situation. Now, if you want a homestead, I suggest that you start looking into ways that you could pour back into your home by recycling. That's one way. And recycling just doesn't mean to get a bin and recycle cans and plastics and things like that. It can be simply just making use of the things that you have, like by not tossing away that jar that's made out of glass that you can use to store food, to store seeds, to store dry goods, things that you don't have to pressure can, that you don't have to water bath, just making use. I try to utilize everything. I compost, and with that compost, I'm giving back to the planet by not putting all that waste in the garbage can to where it end up in a landfill. So that's part of one way that I like to homestead, and just cooking from scratch. I feel like cooking from scratch things just taste way better. I did some mashed potatoes the other day. I cut up a potato. I put my seasonings, put my broth, my heavy cream, and real butter. And my youngest son told me, he was like, I don't even like mashed potatoes, but these potatoes I eat. He said, they looked good. He saw me peeling them at the table, and he decided to try some. Because normally when we fix mashed potatoes, if we do instant, he would just, fix everything but that. But since he actually, that's not my first time making it from scratch. It was just his first time actually seeing me cut up the potatoes and knowing that, she's going the extra mile. Let me go ahead and give this a try. And he loved it. So I made French fries, from potatoes. And that's another way, just buying something that you can make usage out of. I bought a bag of potatoes, and with those bag of potatoes, I did mashed potatoes. We had baked potatoes today with the chopped beef on it. And then what else? French fries. So there's 3 different ways you can have it. And it makes me feel good knowing that I'm just so intentional of what I provide for my family, what I provide for our health. And homesteading is not a trend for me. It's not something that I see on social media. I'm like, I'm gonna be in my homesteading era. It's actually something that I really enjoy. So hopefully this video inspires you to start your homestead, or to simply just start gardening, or do whatever you're passionate about, because there's no time like the present. So stay tuned. I have some bonus footage for you guys. Come along. Did any of y'all grow up eating like the beanies and weenies? That was like one of my favorite childhood meals. Like, we didn't have a lot of money, and I think that's like a lot of our story, growing up on a budget. And if you can't relate, I'm telling you, get you some beanies and weenies. It's basically some baked beans, whatever type of beans you like, some weenies. But since I've been older, we kind of put ours, we kind of go up a notch, It's like we add smoked sausage, onion. Let's check it out. So I got smoked sausage, onion, and like the beef weenies, and you mix it all up, and you got yourself a good meal. So I'm about to fix this for myself, my husband, Farmer Ayden. It's gonna be our lunch. I don't care how much money I ever make, I'm gonna always enjoy my childhood memory foods, and they just bring such a warm comfort of just being a kid with no bills and eating that good meal that mom or dad made for you. Yeah, I hope if you like beans and weenies, or beanies and weenies we call it, make you some this week, and drop it in the comments if you made some, or drop it in the comments if you made some before I even said this recently, and what you put in yours. We like the bush beans, and we use, like right now I got the country style beans, but my husband picked country style, which is the brown sugar ones. I like the one with the onion, so I had to add onion in there. And I like to mix mine. Sometimes I do like maple and then onion. But yeah, bye for real, y'all. Well, until next time, sunflowers, you hear Ayden in the background. But until next time, don't be a stranger, and be kind to each other. And remember, you can do whatever you put your mind to, whether that's, like I said, doing homesteading from a rental property, gardening from a rental property, buying that land, buying that lot, buying that mobile home, buying that house, getting that house built, getting that loan. Do it. Going back to school, do it. So I encourage you again, and I hope this touched the heart that I already had a little spark in them, just like that flame. Bye. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Hope Ayden wasn't just too loud for you guys. But if you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm not sure if my channel big enough to be hyped up, but if you see that hype button, make sure you hype me up so that way I can continue to do what I love and put out content of things that I love to do. So until the next time, until the next video, see you later.